Hi guys, today is lesson 6.1, rational functions, multiplying and dividing them. Okay, so rational expressions can be written in the form of P over Q, okay, where P and Q are both polynomials and Q cannot equal 0. So, some examples of this. 3x squared plus 2x minus 4, so that's polynomial over another polynomial, 4x minus 5. You could have 3x squared over 4. You could have 3x minus 2y over 2x squared minus 3xy plus 4y squared. Lots of options here. Okay, so as long as it's a polynomial over another polynomial, this is a rational expression. Okay, and Q cannot be 0, meaning we are not allowed to have 0 in the denominator. So we try to find the excluded values for that, or the restrictions. When we have rational functions, restrictions are on the domain, meaning that the denominator cannot be 0. So to solve for these, we make the denominator equal to 0. Okay, so what does that look like? We look at our rational function, okay, and we cannot have 0 in the denominator. So I take my denominator, x minus 1, and I set it not equal to 0. And then we solve, which means we would add 1. So x cannot equal 1. Okay? So what does that mean for our domain? So our domain would be everything around that 1. Negative infinity to 1, union 1 to infinity. That includes everything around what we cannot equal. Okay? So, same thing happens for B. But first, what you should always do is factor. X squared minus 2x minus 15. So, factors of negative 15 that add to negative 2. X minus 5, x plus 3. That multiplies to negative 15 and adds to negative 2. Now we set each part to not equal 0. X minus 5 cannot equal 0. X plus 3 cannot equal 0. Add 5. Add 5. X cannot equal 5. Subtract 3. X cannot equal negative 3. So our domain is least to greatest, negative infinity to negative 3, union negative 3 to 5, union 5 to infinity. You got to include all the parts and all the pieces. Okay, don't skip over the middle piece there. The negative 3 to 5 is really important because there's 0 in there that would work, or 1 in there, or 2 in there, okay? For C, okay, there are no restrictions. Okay, this is because there's no variable in the denominator. Okay, so domain would be negative infinity to infinity. There's one more I'm going to add, okay? So say D, y cubed over 3x, okay? So we set the denominator not equal to 0. Divide by 3. 0 divided by 3 is 0, okay? So x cannot equal 0. So my domain is negative infinity to 0, union 0 to infinity. Okay? Oops. My infinity got cut off. There it is. Okay. There's that. Got it? So simplifying rational expressions. To simplify a rational expression means to write it in simplest form or lowest terms. Also works. Factoring is key. We're going to do so much factoring, so I hope you remember all of your factoring. We can simplify rational expressions by dividing out common factors. So before you can simplify, you must factor if necessary. Remember that the denominator cannot be equal to 0, so set the denominator equal to 0 and solve to state any restrictions on the variable. Okay, so let's practice some here. Okay, so first things first, this is an easy one. We've done polynomials for a while. We divide, okay? So negative 27 over 9 is negative 3. Subtract our powers. 3 minus 4 is negative 1, so that tells me x in the bottom, and then the y's cancel all together. So my answer simplifies down to negative 3 over x. My restrictions, x cannot equal 0, and cannot equal 0, because we have x and y in the denominator from the original problem. Those are restrictions, okay? Factor first. X plus 3, x plus 6. Okay, the x plus 6's are in fact going to cancel. And when there's nothing left in the numerator, that leaves us with 1 over x plus 3. Now, our restrictions, again, come from the denominator before we canceled anything out. So, x plus 3 cannot equal 0, and x plus 6 cannot equal 0. So, x cannot equal negative 3, and x cannot equal negative 6. Okay? You can also write this as x cannot equal negative 3, negative 6. So all of this would be my answer. Got it? Okay. Factoring. Oh, yay. Our numerator is a guess and check. Okay. So we're going to have 2x and x. Negative 2, positive 1. That's negative 4, 1. Good. That gives us our negative 3. Okay. Over x minus 2, x minus 3. Okay. X minus 2's cancel. So we're left with 2x plus 1 over x minus 3. Our restrictions. X minus 2 cannot equal 0. X minus 3 cannot equal 0. So x cannot equal 2 and 3. Okay. There we go. So 3 minus x. Okay. When this is not in the order that we like, we always like x first. You can flip it around. So if we flip that around, that's a negative x plus 3. Now, when you have a negative x, I always recommend you take out the negative. So we rewrite it again as negative x minus 3. By taking out this negative, we're essentially dividing, this negative. We're dividing the inside by the negative, okay? So that means opposite signs on everything. So the 3 becomes opposite as well. X plus 7, and then this is a difference of squares on the bottom, so x plus 3, x minus 3, okay? Now, because we rewrote the top, this is going to cancel. So we have negative x plus 7. You can either distribute that negative back in or leave it like this. I don't care. I'm okay with both. And then x cannot equal, so from our first one, this is going to give us negative 3. From our second one, positive 3. So there's our restrictions. Okay. So just like what I said above, when they're in the order that we don't like, we rewrite it first. So make it negative y plus 7 over y minus 7. Now we take out the negative. So take that out. So negative y minus 7 over y minus 7. Those cancel. We're just left with negative 1, and y cannot equal 7 because we set this to not equal 0. Okay? This is a perfect cube. We use soap. Do we remember soap? So the cube root of this one, a would equal x, b would be 2. So x plus 2, x squared plus 2x, oops, opposite sign in the middle. 2x plus, always positive, 2. Oops, 4. Square it. Okay, over x plus 2. Those cancel. X squared plus 2x plus 4 minus 2x plus 4. X cannot equal negative 2. Again, remember the restriction comes from before we cancel anything out. So even that x minus 2 on the bottom is a restriction. Okay. So we can definitely take a 2 out of here. So 2y squared plus 1. Factor by grouping on the bottom. Take out y squared plus 1. And y minus 5 is a leftover. Okay, those go away. 2 over y minus 5. Y cannot equal 5. When we set this other one cannot equal 0, y squared plus 1 cannot equal 0. When we subtract the 1, y squared equals negative 1. Square root, y cannot equal I. Well, I is imaginary, so it's not a restriction. So this is just our final restriction with just the 5. Okay, so that's simplifying. Now let's talk about multiplying fractions. So when multiplying, remember we can cross cancel and multiply straight across, okay? So you always want to factor it down as much as possible and then simplify. And then remember when we state our restrictions, we're stating it from the original problem, okay? So 5r squared over, this is a difference of squares, r plus 2, r minus 2 times r plus 2 over 10 r to the 5th. Okay, let's start canceling things. R plus 2, done. The 5 can go into 10 2 times. 2 will go away, so that leaves 3. So we have nothing left on top. So remember when we multiply straight across, that's how we get our final answer. So nothing left on top means there's a 1. And then we have on this side 2r cubed times r minus 2. Now my restrictions. Remember to set each piece equal to 0. Okay? So if we take the original and set each piece, we got r plus 2 cannot equal 0. R minus 2 cannot equal 0. And 10r to the 5th cannot equal 0. Okay? This one just tells me r cannot equal 0. Because by the time you divide by 5 and 5th rooted, it's still 0. Okay? This gives me r cannot equal 2, and this is r cannot equal negative 2. So my restrictions are 0, 2, negative 2. There's my final answer. Okay, multiply. So let's factor. This is a guess and check on top. 2x, x, plus 2, plus 3, plus 1, 6, 7. Okay. Over x minus 4 times difference of squares, x minus 4, x plus 4. Factors of 15 that add to 8, x plus 5, x plus 3. Okay, let's start canceling. Plus 3, minus 4. I think that's it. So 2x plus 1 times x plus 4 over x plus 5. You can leave it just like this. You do not need to FOIL it back or do anything extra, okay? But we do need to find our restrictions and remember everything from the top. So this one gives us x cannot equal 4. This one gives us -5, and this one gives us -3. So there are my restrictions, okay? So this is 2 of the exact same thing. So you can rewrite it as m minus n times m minus n times m over m. Whoops, I don't know why I drew that line so long. Wait. Okay. M plus n times m, take a GCF out, m minus n. Okay. So these m's get to cancel. They're on top of each other. They will cancel. M minus n, m minus n. So m minus n over m plus n. So setting the denominator equal to 0, m plus n cannot equal 0. M cannot equal 0. M minus n cannot equal 0. Okay, that's all we can solve for on the restriction side. So those are our restrictions, and we leave it as is. That is multiplying. Okay. Now dividing. Remember, with fractions, we keep, change, flip. Okay? Here's the catch, though. When we're stating our restrictions, it's based on the original. Okay? Two things. The original and after keep, change, flip. Okay? So, put this over 1. Keep, change, flip. 7g over y squared times 1 over 21g cubed. Okay. G will go to 2. 7 can go into 21 3 times. Multiply straight across. So nothing left on top. That's 1. 3y squared g squared. Y cannot equal 0, and g cannot equal 0. Okay? There it is. When it's just single variables without adding or subtracting, it's always going to be that variable cannot equal 0. Okay? On to the next. Okay. Factor at the top. So, factors of 8, -8, x minus 4, x plus 2 over x plus 3 times x plus 2 over x minus 4. X minus 4's cancel. Nothing else cancels. So x plus 2 times x plus 2. You could also write that as x plus 2 squared. Okay? All over x plus 3. Or x plus 3. Okay, remember that our restrictions come from the original piece, so this piece here. And then after we keep change, flip, so then this piece here. Okay? So we would have x cannot equal -3, -2, -3 again, so we only need to write it once, and then +4. Okay? So once we simplify, go back and look at the original, and after we keep, change, flip. Okay, that is the lesson for today. There's a Delta Math practice, 6.1 and 6.2 together. Have a great day.